Tesla and Porsche, they're going head to head right now.
Taycan.
And you know, the thing about it is, Tesla's been at the top for so long. Well, just occupying that top spot, acceleration, electric motor, greatness. And so when this Taycan stuff started happening, Elon, he just started talking on Twitter. He started saying, wait till you see what I'm going to do. Every time you heard something about the Taycan, you had Elon right there. Yeah, I got the next one coming right up.
He's a keyboard warrior.
Yeah, it's obviously got his attention.
Yes.
And in a weird way, I've been on the internet, Will.
Have you?
Been on the internet. And in a weird way, when you look at this type of thing, when you look at something like this, you ask yourself, what is the real information? Where does it live inside of these type of articles? What's really happening? Is Elon, through talking about it and referencing the various findings and track times, and is he doing more harm than good by showcasing the fact that it's on his radar? He's a big deal. Elon. 29 million followers, 92, I don't know. Couple of followers.
Yes.
Is he bringing more attention to this Taycan just by
the very fact of just discussing,
saying, I'm going to beat that time.
Being in the conversation.
Keep an eye. Now, I get it. If I made something like that, Will, and I pour my heart and soul into it, I'm going to back it up. I'm going to go down fighting.
Yes.
But you got to ask yourself that question sometimes. Is what am I really doing by venting right now? Am I drawing attention to the fact that this is bothering me? But is being bothered such a bad thing anyways? Probably not, because it's good, healthy competition, as we've mentioned in the past. Anyhow, he came out and said, look, we're going to increase the peak power of the current highest end version, P100, the Raven, the fastest Model S. We're going to increase peak power by 50 horsepower through software. And this is coming on the heels of some vehicle testing, Taycan Turbo S versus Model S performance, in which the numbers favored the Taycan. And of course, Tesla Twitter, Tesla YouTube flipped out. Say, you didn't do this right. Suspicious numbers. As the communities of the internet do, because I've been on the internet.
Yes.
And so have you.
Yeah.
You've seen this stuff play out. Shouting, yelling. I mean, for us, it's mostly Apple, Samsung, Google, shouting, yelling.
It's all the same thing. It's just people.
They're in the camps.
Being loud.
You get in the camp. You get in the camp, you defend the camp. On the internet. Make a lot of noise. Anyway, people love their things. People love Tesla. So be it. Elon he said on Rogan's podcast, he set out to create a product that people would love. Set out to create a product. I think he said the most fun product. He thinks it's the most fun product you can buy. Something like that, he said on the podcast. And so if people love it that much, they want to defend it, cool. You know me, though, Will. I'm here saying I cheer for competition. In general, I applaud it. You did something great. You did something great. I'm not getting on here. Jumping in a camp. That's limiting for me and how I want to interact with the product universe.
Yes, competition, the consumer wins.
I want to travel. You know what I want to do, Will? I want to walk up and down the street. I want to try all the restaurants.
Why not?
Yeah, I want to peek into your camp. What you got cooking? Will you have me over for dinner?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea. But that's what I want to do, Will.
Yeah.
I want to see what the world has to offer. It's incredible. Great, amazing engineers working on amazing things. But anyhow, the skepticism, suspiciousness over here in relationship to Top Gear's testing appears to be legit. I watched a video about it. Apparently, these numbers were pulled from some optimal scenario and then regurgitated for the purpose of the test. And apparently, it's very unlikely that these numbers were the ones that were actually derived from the testing that was shown on video. So there's all kinds of conspiracies floating, flying. I can't speak to it for certain, but in order to squash it completely, Elon comes out and says, okay, fine. Even if you want to look at that the way it is, we're going to increase the horsepower. Here's his tweet. Drag race times analysis is correct. Also, there's a software upgrade for Model S coming out that increases peak power by 50 horsepower. So Model S should beat Taycan Turbo S by wider margin in 0 to 60 and quarter-mile races. You know, one thing I like, Will, about Elon, even though he's doing the thing potentially that I'm saying, if he keeps referencing every Taycan test that comes out, even though he's doing the thing of showcasing the fact that it's affecting him, he comes out, he just spits the facts.
Yeah.
It's that thing reads in the least amount of words possible to describe the thing. Drag race times analysis is correct. Also, there's a software upgrade for Model S coming out that increases peak power by 50 horsepower. Model S should beat Porsche Taycan Turbo S by a wider margin in 0 to 60 and quarter-mile races. Good night.
Yeah, it's very
Godspeed.
binary. It's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're just going to turn this on.
Even though even though there's a personal aspect because he's the guy making the car, he depersonalizes the message.
Yeah.
So he's good at that. Shout out Elon. Anyhow, so the whole ruckus came about because of who did the testing? Top Gear. Because of Top Gear. And they did the 0 to 60, 0 to 100, and quarter-mile times for a Taycan Turbo S and a Model S Performance. And the Taycan Turbo S beat the Model S Performance. They're both crazy fast, by the way. We're arguing over decimal points here for ridiculously fast cars. But nonetheless, that's what spurred the whole thing. And if you want to dive into the conspiracy, you can yourself in order to determine where you land on it, whether you think it's real or not. But I don't know how much it matters because it looks like Elon is in the game. It looks like he's in it to win it. So he's probably going to juice some version of the Model S to beat that thing no matter what. He's that invested. That's my feeling.
Right.
The one right now is Raven. He's going to put out Falcon. Maybe he already did
the
that.
Millennium Falcon.
Maybe he already did that.
So
but you know,
speed.
A Falcon is the fastest bird.
Is it?
Can we get a Falcon speed real quick? I mean, I think it's the fastest animal anyway. But I just said bird because he had the Raven. Maybe he's saving the Falcon. Peregrine Falcon. Yeah. 200 miles an hour, 320 kilometers an hour. Yeah, Google really got us on that. That's definitely not a Peregrine Falcon in that image right there. But yeah, that's a fast bird. So maybe he's got the Falcon version, or maybe the Tesla people are going to tell me I already screwed this up because he had some Falcon, and then you can't go back to the Falcon. You know what? Maybe you just call it the Peregrine Falcon, so you're even more specific, Porsche.
There you go.
You don't want to mess with the Peregrine Falcon. We talking speed? Well, make me bring my Falcon. You ever seen those guys, Will? They got the blindfold on the Falcon. They got the arm.
Uh-huh.
They pull the blindfold. You saw that.
What did they use it for again?
Did he? I think that's just the art itself.
Training?
Yeah, it's just falconry. But maybe it's for hunting as well, probably originally. A lot of things started like that. Falconry. Yeah, look at this. That's a beautiful bird. I see these from time to time. Maybe not this exact type of falcon, but I see them falcons and hawks in the wilderness because I'm out there. And that's a beautiful thing to see.